Close your eyes. Sit with your spine fairly erect. Very, very relaxed. Give yourself the permission to relax. We all have experienced that we are not this body. So now we can tell our body to relax. Now take a deep breath, and we're all going to chant Om 3 times. Kalyani Niritam Karunamaya Namami Chinmaya Devam Satguru. As I was saying before, that the objective of today's meditation is exploring and recognizing our true nature. I has been a question on the mind of a lot of seekers through thousands of years. And we may have heard about this from different teachers, from scriptures, from books. But my humble request to you in today's meditation is to just find out for yourself through your own experience. Have no preconceived notions. As we have experienced in our previous meditations, that this I am, has to be something which is subjective, which experiences everything. It cannot be this body because it can see the body getting older. We all can clearly experience our body aging. We were once 5-year-old, 10, 15, 30, 45, 60. Something which changes cannot be I. But I am aware of this body aging. Similarly, all our experiences are what we perceive in the form of our 5 senses. What we know of this world is only what we perceive. And something what we can perceive cannot be I. Our world has rapidly changed, and it changes every moment. So how can the world be I? There is something else which we experience all the time, and that's our thoughts. Our thoughts, feelings, emotions are constantly our companions. In fact, the inner chatter which all of us experience never leaves us. Even when we sleep, there are images in the form of a dream. Only in deep sleep we get a little glimpse of a thought-free state. And that's why we feel so refreshed in the morning. So how do we use these objective experiences to find out who we are? Just for a moment, think of a thought. You can say to yourself silently, I am peace. I am a human being. Now trace this thought or thoughts from where it is arising from. Trace it. I am peace. In Kashmir Shaivism, they have described this process of thinking, how thinking becomes words, very, very scientifically. When I am speaking to you, this is called Vaikhari. And what am I speaking is a thought process which is going on. It's called Madhyama. But where is this thought process coming from? Are certain tendencies, which is called Pashanti. And these tendencies are arising from where? Let's experience it together. Just observe any thought arising. Where is it arising from? Some of us can say it is arising from this emptiness. Or nothingness. Some of us who experience inner light say that maybe it is arising from this inner light. This space prior to the thought is called para. It is always here. And one can easily access this by tracing our thoughts backwards towards it. In reality, there is no backwards because this space has no location. All our thoughts are appearing in this space. What is the space like? We've already seen that this body which we have experienced is just sensations in this space like awareness. Similarly, these thoughts are just like birds flying in an empty sky. Our emotions, our feelings are like clouds in the sky because they are denser. They are thought patterns, but they are denser thought patterns. Nonetheless, they are something which comes and goes. When a thought arises, this phenomenon is called unmesh. And when it dissolves, this phenomenon is called nimesh. Unmesh and nimesh, both are terms used in Kashmir Shaivism to describe not only the thought, but the entire universe as it emanates from this sky-like awareness. Everything we experience through our five senses, sound, sight, taste, smell, and touch. We have experienced it in our previous meditations very, very scientifically that are arising from this field of awareness. All these five senses. They're just vibrations. So whatever we think we are, mind, body, our five senses, the persona we carry, which is called ego, our identification with a name, a form, a culture, a country, is basically just a vibration in this wide, empty space like awareness. I'm sure all of us can now experience this. We've had glimpses of it in our meditations. This vast, empty field of awareness is very alive. It is vibrant. You can sense it's like pulsating and tingling. It's like you feel its presence. And as your mind quietens, you feel it all the time. This presence, which is always here and now, is our Shiva nature. And all our experiences in the form of thoughts, feelings, emotions, and what we perceive through our five senses, including time and space. Everything is a movement and activity in this awareness. It is the Divine Mother herself, Parashakti. In reality, once you experience this, and that only happens through grace, you clearly see that nothing ever happens. In fact, the world as if we perceive is not even there. It just appears. But since it is our experience, we have to honor it because it is the divine experiencing itself. It's a dance of Shiva and Shakti, the entire cosmos. You are Shiva yourself, which you only have to explore it. And when I say you, I don't mean the person, male or female, the body or the mind. No, it is this field of awareness, which is limitless. We can experience it, like try to see from where it begins and where it is ending. You really can't see where it is beginning or ending. It is vast expansion. Okay, even if some of us are not experiencing this vast expansion, but clearly we have some sense of this space-like awareness now. And when I say it is limitless, then it means that it cannot be two. There is only one. When something has no boundaries, how can it be two? It's in continuum. And I am that, and you are that. We are not two. We are not separate. This vibrant field of energy which we experience in the form of our universe is actually like a dance. It's a dance which is happening every moment, always here and always now, as Shiva, as Shakti within us. We are the universe. We are all the people in it, all the living and non-living. In fact, we are even the virus. When you clearly see that you're not the body, then how can you be different from the virus? For the field of awareness, it does not matter if they are good thoughts flowing, bad thoughts flowing. It is always here. It is eternal. It's transparent. There is no good, no bad. There is no right and no wrong. There is no good, no evil in this field of awareness. It is the Parashiva itself. But yes, when we are in the relative world as the Divine Mother, as Shakti, then we have to follow the laws of the nature. And how does this affect us in today's current situation we are in? It's by clearly seeing, recognizing that this is what we are and living with this every moment. Something may arise, anxiety may arise, fear may arise, but you see it arising from you, who's the source. By source, I don't mean like a place or this body. No, the source, this awareness itself, is creating any kind of patterns of emotions which are arising within us. And as you see it arising, you will see it dissolving also. There is one thing which you know and clearly you can see as you progress on this path. For some reason, as you get closer and closer to your true self, you become more joyful. There is this subtle joy which you feel. So it tells me that this is our true nature, is to be joyful. And there's this deep peace which you feel it all the time. No matter what the news is, no matter if there is even like a war, but you who are experiencing it deep in the core remain very, very peaceful because that's your true nature. You're immortal. The body may come and go. Yes, it's possible. It's possible that our human species, which is not cooperating with Mother Nature, may be on the verge of extinction. Yes, it is possible. But you accept it. You see it very lovingly that this is a dance within you. You yourself are this empty space of awareness, which becomes a thought, an emotion, and you project this universe based on your samskaras. So, how can you change the world? How can we all change the world? Simply by changing our relationship with our consciousness, with the true self. We can make a huge impact, huge impact. And this is the best karma or social work you can do for the universe at this moment, is by staying in this knowingness of your true self, which is naturally love. It has to be love because it is like a mother giving birth to a child. A mother always loves his child. It's an unconditional loving relationship. Similarly, when you see that whatever is arising is birthing, it's like unmesh, it's from you, then naturally you have to love it. Every relationship, every experiencing you having, good, bad, ugly, worst, in real sense, in true sense, when you start clearly seeing your true sense, you see that it's you. And then you just love it. How can you not love it? So when we clearly see everything with love, compassion, the world we experiencing will change. It is a reflection of collective consciousness. If enough of us are experiencing this beautiful, supreme state of consciousness, very, very peaceful, very joyful. It is an independent state of consciousness. Chaitanyam Atma. This is the first Shiva Sutra. And in a nutshell, it says everything. The independent, supreme state of consciousness is the reality of everything. This is the hidden secret behind this entire creation. This field of awareness, which we all just experienced, is independent. It can exist without depending on anything. Everything else depends on something. For example, I am speaking to you, the words are coming out. It depends on a form that my tongue, my throat, muscles, everything is working together to create these words. But the field of awareness is independent, limitless. It is existence itself. And it is all knowing. And always blissful, always. In Vedanta, this is called Sat Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, bliss. And you are that. You have to recognize that and claim it. Claim your true identity. Very, very important. When we think we are this body and mind, we feel humble. Humility comes up because we see, wow, this is such a mystery. And our understanding is constantly evolving. So nobody knows the true reality, actually. Nobody. Our rishis have intuitively seen it in their meditations. That's why they have it in the scriptures and the Vedas. But actually, nobody knows it because it is infinite. It's such a blessing to even get a glimpse and a taste of this divine peace. And this is the true purpose of this birth all of us have. Even to hear these words, there has to be grace. Hear them, understand them, and then make it your true experience. Don't go by what I just said. You have to experience it yourself. Then it becomes alive in you. Now we're just going to sit in silence for 5 minutes.